Back to the grit of 1990 with Miller's Crossing. See how these legends have changed over the years. Stick around, the final transformations might just blow your mind. Famous for begging for his life as the scheming Bernie Birnbaum, John Turturro became a fixture in the Coen brothers universe before voicing Jesus Quintana in The Big Lebowski. He recently traded comedy for grit, playing Carmine Falcone in The Batman, and currently directs independent films while maintaining a low-key life in New York. Gabriel Byrne anchored the film as the stoic Tom Reagan, a role written specifically for him. Behind the cool exterior, he battled severe alcoholism during his Hollywood rise, later detailing childhood trauma in his memoir, Walking with Ghosts. Today, the silver-haired actor stars in the John Wick spin-off Ballerina and acclaimed stage productions. Stepping in last minute after Trey Wilson's sudden death, Albert Finney delivered the iconic machine gun scene set to Danny Boy. A 5-time Oscar nominee who famously rejected a knighthood twice, he played the gruff Kincaid in Skyfall before his final bow. Finney passed away from a chest infection following kidney cancer treatment in 2019. John Polito stole every scene as the sweating, ethics-obsessed Johnny Casper. Despite a brief, bitter feud with the Coen brothers over his role in The Big Lebowski, he remained one of cinema's most recognizable character actors, with over 200 credits. Polito continued working steadily until shortly before his death from multiple myeloma in 2016. Making her film debut as the sharp-tongued Verna, Marcia Gay Harden proved she could hold her own against gangster heavyweights. She later secured an Academy Award for Pollock and terrified audiences as the religious zealot in The Mist. Currently, she plays the ruthless Maggie Brenner on The Morning Show and remains a constant presence on television. Steve Buscemi had a blink-and-you-miss-it role as the fast-talking mink, but it launched a decades-long partnership with the Coens. A former firefighter who returned to duty during 9/11, he eventually ruled Atlantic City in Boardwalk Empire. Buscemi recently voiced characters in Hotel Transylvania and continues to embrace his unique, unconventional looks. With his imposing height and terrifying stare, J.E. Freeman created an unforgettable villain in The Dane. Despite memorable turns in Alien, Resurrection, and Patriot games, he largely retreated from Hollywood in his later years to focus on writing poetry in San Francisco. Freeman lived a quiet, private life until he passed away in 2014. Mike Starr used his massive frame to play the intimidating enforcer Frankie, a typecast he rode to fame in Goodfellas and Dumb and Dumber. While many peers retired, he racked up over 230 credits, recently appearing in Tulsa King alongside Sylvester Stallone. He remains the industry's go-to guy for authentic, tough-talking New York muscle. Playing the silent but deadly Tic-Tac alongside John Polito, Al Mancini made the most of his screen time in this gangster classic. He worked steadily in television and voiceover roles throughout the 90s, but never reached A-list stardom or major headlines. Mancini passed away in 2007, leaving behind a legacy of solid character work. Michael Jeter brought nervous energy to the role of Adolf, a trait he mastered for his beloved performance as Mr. Jingles in The Green Mile. An openly gay actor who bravely disclosed his HIV status in the late 90s, he won a Tony Award before his untimely death. Jeter was found deceased in his home in 2003. Credited as Alexander Krupa, this Polish actor played Tad before becoming Hollywood's favorite Eastern European villain in Home Alone 3 and Salt. He famously portrayed a Russian president in Salt and a Russian general in X-Men, First Class. Now in his 70s, he recently appeared in the series We Crashed and continues acting. Lanny Flaherty delivered a gritty performance as Terry, adding texture to the Coen brothers' noir world. He went on to play distinctive, rough-around-the-edges character roles in Natural Born Killers and Men in Black 3. After a long career as a reliable supporting actor, Flaherty passed away in early 2024 following surgery complications. Before he was an Emmy-winning star on The Practice, Michael Badalucco drove Johnny Casper's car in a brief, uncredited appearance. He later reunited with the Coens as the mania-driven babyface Nelson in Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? Today, he remains active in TV, recently popping up in the Netflix hit Never Have I Ever. Hard to spot behind the gun, the snickering gunman was played by horror legend Sam Raimi, a close friend of the Coen brothers. He traded acting for directing, helming the original Spider-Man trilogy and Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Raimi is now a Hollywood power player, producing the next generation of horror hits. Though he appeared on screen as a son of Erin, Jerry Hewitt was truly legendary as the film's stunt coordinator. He orchestrated chaos for 14 Coen Brothers movies and thousands of TV episodes, including Law and Order. A titan in the stunt community who made actors look like heroes, Hewitt passed away suddenly in 2020. Son of the legendary actor Danny Aiello. Danny Aiello III played a policeman while building his own reputation as a top-tier stuntman. He performed dangerous work in Rescue Me and Sex and the City while directing television episodes. Tragically, his career was cut short when he died of pancreatic cancer in 2010. Long before he was Paulie Walnuts, Tony Sirico played a minor role as a scout, bringing his real-life criminal past to the screen. He had been arrested 28 times before finding salvation in acting and The Sopranos. Sirico became a pop culture icon for his silver wings and velour tracksuits before passing away in 2022.